The name Mark Greaney might sound familiar, and you'll definitely know him after today. He is the author of the book series The Gray Man, which was turned into a film adaptation on Netflix starring Ryan Gosling. Welcome, Mark.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
So Burner is the 12th book in the Gray Man series. Mark, can you give us a short synopsis of this book?
Sure, it's as you said, it's number 12 in the series, but you don't have to read any of the others. It's a standalone novel. It's a big globe-trotting spy espionage adventure about a guy named Court Gentry. He's played by Ryan Gosling in the film. And in this book, he's a former CIA officer who takes a contract for the agency to go around the world and find some files that were stolen from a bank in Switzerland that detail Russia's intelligence operations all over the Western world.
When you created the Gray Man series, a lot of people tend to kind of know their first book and their last book and how many books they want in the middle. Did you kind of plan out a whole storyboard for this series, or is it just you're just writing as you go?
Well, a lot of authors have told me that they did have plans for their series. I just didn't have that level of ambition. I was just trying to become a published author, and I had 3 books that failed to get published. It took me 20 years to get published, and I just wanted to hold a book in my hand with my name on it. And it was after that book sold and they were about to put it out where my editor said, "Would you like to do 2 more in the series?" And I was like, "What are they going to be about?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know. You're the writer. I'm just asking if you can come up with 2 more." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know how it works. So yeah, I'll keep writing them."
You know, that's a great transition into my next question, because like you just said, you've written so many books. Where do you continue to find the inspiration for your stories?
Well, inspiration isn't a problem because I really enjoy writing. It's my favorite thing to do. It's tough to find something that you haven't already done, and as the career gets tougher instead of easier, the more you go, because I can't tell another story about Russian financial crimes or this or that. So for this book, I traveled all over the world. I did all this on the ground research, interviewed people, did all these things, which gives me the information that I need to build a story. So just really the research keeps me going.
You also worked with legendary novelist Tom Clancy on his final 4 books. What did that collaboration mean to you, and did it impact any of the later Gray Man books that you've published?
Well, when I was first approached about writing with Tom, we had the same publisher and he was looking for a new co-author. I'd only written 2 little paperback novels. One of them was The Gray Man, but this was a long time before it was turned into a movie. So I was kind of unknown, and I thought it was a really big step for me to suddenly be writing with my hero, Tom Clancy. But we did the books together, and then he passed away right after we turned in a book called Command Authority. And then instantly the family asked me to continue the series. And it really did change the Gray Man books. I look at my first 3 Gray Man books that I wrote before Clancy, and then the last, 7 since then, or 8 since then, as very different. They're a lot bigger and deeper in geopolitical, real happenings now.
I love that. And Mark, before we leave you, what would you say to entice people to read more, and where can people go to find your book, Burner?
Well, I just think, just as much as I enjoyed the film, the books are orders of magnitude deeper, just like every book is deeper than the film. So if you saw the movie, the book is still something to read. There's a lot of differences and a lot more depth and a little bit grittier. And if you want to know more about me, I have a website, markgraneybooks.com. It's GREANEY books.com, and it's got all my info right there.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mark. This book is a real page turner, and make sure to join us every week on Hello E&C for a new Meghan Gets Booked.